Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by.
Ciao Seb.
It's great to be chatting to you today. Ghosted gets released soon. How excited are you with this finished product?
Yeah, super excited. As always, when we have a new album to release, but especially for this one, we worked a lot. Everything was fixed and prepared since many months ago. So we record a lot of video clip, a lot of stuff. We managed everything in the best way possible this way. So we are ready to promote the album, and we are super excited to have the first feedback. I heard that you like the album. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. The album's great. It's great fun. What we need these days, without a doubt. Evil Dead Never Sleeps is my favorite track on the album.
okay, right.
Which is yours?
It's a Guido song. The guitar player composed that one. So
which is your favorite on the album today, and why?
It's difficult to say because we have different mood and vibes inside the album. We switched a little bit the way how we worked on the songwriting for this album. It's not a concept, but we push a little more in the creepy way, in the horror vibes and creepy way, because we already start to do that in Creepy Symphonies with Creepy Symphony song, and it worked really good. And we decided to push more in that way. So creepy songs like Ghosted, for example, or Craven Road has something new for the sound of the band, but also we still put some old vibes song or classic power metal song, like for example, Make a Difference is probably the only song without any horror vibes inside.
Right.
And it's more old school trick or treat song, but still, I love it.
So you guys are a fun metal band, which is what we need these days, without a doubt. The whole album is the package, even down to the artwork. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Was that AI generated, or was that done by an artist?
The artwork, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it by myself. Yeah, I'm a tattoo artist and illustrator in as a day job, and I always I made all the artwork by myself in the for Trick or Treat history. Right now, of course, AI it helps a lot, especially for quick contents like visual, like I don't know, lyric videos, for example. It helps a lot. But for official artwork, that is really important because you have to carry with you on stage on tour for a couple of years at least. I still prefer to work by myself on it because I'm able to do so. It's cheap because we don't have to pay an artist for do that. And the AI stuff is a big argument that, especially for me, that I'm an artist. But luckily, I'm a tattoo artist, so AI can't replace me in this way. But for the artwork, it's also because since the AI exists, in the last 2 years, it's technically it's super easy to do to make a good artwork. But in the last 2 years, I saw the worst cover artwork ever in the history of music. So
definitely. So the album has special guests including Chris Bowes and Adrian Cowan. Did they both work in the studio with you, or was that online?
No, just online. I tour with both of them. Recently with Chris with Tailstorm, we did we played a few shows in the last 2 years. They bring us on tour with them, so we are really grateful to Ailstorm because they really help us a lot to increase the name of Trick or Treat in the last 2 years.
Right.
That's why I asked to Chris to sing on that song. We basically composed Return to Monkey Island for him, because after touring for weeks with Hailstorm, not weeks, but for many shows with Hailstorms, we had a lot of folk pirate metal in our head. So after many shows we thought, okay, probably we should try to record a trick or treat song in a Hailstorm way. And Monkey Island is one of our favorite video games saga ever. So I really thought that that it's basically a perfect match. And so we asked to Chris to if he was interested. I was super excited. So and pretty much the same with Adrian, because we toured together a couple of years ago with some inspiring Twilight Force. They supported us during the European tour, and yes, it's a super band, and she's a super singer, and I really love her, and she's a special person with a special voice. So she was also excited to sing that song.
You've been out on tour recently, haven't you? Are there plans? What's the plans for the rest of the year, tour-wise? And do you plan to have a release party in a few days?
Yes, we have a release party in our hometown in Modena. It would probably be a huge event here. And then we have something like 5 shows in Italy. And we'll see after the summer. We have a couple of festivals here in Italy. Nothing that much outside Italy. We have Epic Fest, but next year we still have time. So we probably need to try to find some tour or manage some tour by ourselves to play outside Italy for the end of the year. But right now I still have to manage also my time with Twilight Force. We have thinking about how possible shows, blah blah blah. So we have to. Luckily, we have the same booking agency, so it's to manage. Otherwise, it should be difficult. But yeah, we played a lot in Europe in the last 2 years. So I'm so optimistic that we'll play soon.
Because you played South America as well, haven't you, in 2023? That must have been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll probably have the chance to come back in South America in the next future, because the tour of 2 years ago was super good, honestly, as a reaction personally, but also as a reaction of people. It was pretty unexpected. So we were super happy about that, and also the promoter was pretty happy. So we'll see. I think that we have the chance to play also in South America with Trick or Treat, maybe also with Twilight Force. Why not? Because we never played with Twilight Force South America. It's pretty strange.
Cool. So you must be really busy then. I love the fact you're a tattoo artist. Yeah, I want more tattoos.
Why not?
Yeah, I want more. I've had tattoos a long time. But yeah, definitely I want more. So yeah.
You have more tattoos than me, because I'm a tattoo artist, but I'm pretty,
Yeah. All right. So which song do you enjoy performing the most then from your catalogue with Trick or Treat?
You mean old songs?
Yeah, old songs, yeah.
We have few that we can't, we have to put inside the set list, because a sort of classic. So, okay, we are not the band big enough to say that we have classic, but in our small reality, we have some like Crazy, for example. We usually close the show with Crazy from Creepy Symphony. We will play, I think, forever. We play a lot Loser Song from Tin Soldiers. It's a happy fun song. Or even Liz Candy 2. So some old classics we still keep in the set list, I think, forever.
Sex.
first position, third position, Operation Mindcrime from Queensrÿche.
Yeah.
Second position, Holy Land from Angra.
Right.
In the first position, Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 2. But both Part 1 and Part 2 as a one album. So,
yeah, brilliant. So Angra, like, never really gotten big over in Europe, have they? Like they are in America, not as big in the UK. They should be Angra.
Yeah, I can understand why, because it's a really Latin influences that maybe is not super cool and the rest of the Europe, because I know that they are super big in South America. They are super big in Italy, France, and Spain, but probably not that big in Germany or East Europe. So
no, it's a shame. It really is. Okay, your favorite vocalists of all time? 3 vocalists.
That's probably more difficult because in the metal scene, you mean?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be just any scene. Yeah, so it could be Billie Holiday.
Yeah, for sure. I have to put Michael Kiske, and pretty much the same. The singers of the album that I mentioned.
Yeah, Jeff Tate.
But Ronnie James Dio, of course.
Yeah.
Because and I love Luciano Pavarotti for different reasons, because he also from my hometown, so it's a sort of Italian proud. I love to sing also opera sometimes. I'm not able to do that in the super proper way, but when I do, Pavarotti inspire me a lot. So.
Sounds fun. All right. Yeah. So what 3 essentials do you have to take on tour with you?
They have to bring, apart the essential things that I have to bring, like passport and the wallet.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Something for the health of the voice, like a medicine or painkillers, something like that, because tour is always extremely difficult. So it's like a marathon, especially for the singer. So I know that singers are always afraid about long tour, especially in the last years, because when I start to sing in a professional way, to touring in a long tour back in time with Luca Trilli, I remember that we had something like 3 shows and 1 day off. And when we had 4 shows, it was super tough. When we have, sometimes it happened that we had 5 shows in a row.
Yeah,
I always complain 5 shows with tour manager. 5 shows is too many shows. I can't do that. Right now, we played something like 14 shows in a row without day off the last tour, because basically there is no. The tour is too expensive, so a day off it's a big waste of money. So we have to. It's super difficult, but yes, managing to take care by myself. Your phone, and you have to carry with you your happiness.
Exactly. So, are there 3 countries that you'd love to tour that you've never been to yet, like Japan or something like that?
That I never played. You mean I would like to? I wish to play. No, I played in Japan 4 times, so I'm super lucky, and the 5th is on the way probably. Okay, I never played. I'm super lucky because I basically played
everywhere.
Everywhere where there is. I never played, for example, in China. That could be interesting because I know that few bands played there, and they had a good feedback. I never played in Russia, and I know that back in time it was a super huge crowd and feedback, but the times right now, it's difficult.
Yeah.
But it's a pity in some way, and China, Russia. So I don't want to look like a communist because I say China. I'm joking. Well, and in South America, I played basically, I never played in Venezuela, but it's also difficult. So,
Right. Which musician would you have in your car for a 24-hour road trip?
okay, which musician?
Yeah, dead or alive.
For a long trip, I mean, to spend a good time. Okay, apart my bands, that it's a sort of second family,
Yeah,
both for Trick or Treat. More Trick or Treat because we are friends since 25 years ago.
yeah.
With Guido and Leo even more. So also Twilight Force, but I choose Simone Mularoni, our producer, incredible guitar player for DGM, and he recorded all the Trick or Treat album, and he worked also with Twilight Force in the last album. Or Alex Landenburg also. But you know what? For 24 hours could be Luca Turilli. Yeah, again. Because we had a lot of funny time, and it's a super pleasure to talk with him. And you can talk with him and basically of every arguments, and he always give you some super interesting answer that sometimes you don't expect. So yeah.
Okay. If there was like a made up song, like a totally made up song about your personality, what would it be called?
I already wrote some songs that represent me and my personality. Crazy, for example, it was me back in time before being a tattoo artist as a normal job. So sometimes I thought to kill my boss many times. Many times, so I'll quit my job. Crazy in a bad way, and keeping the Creepy Symphony album, there is a song that Have a Nice Judgment Day that it's a pretty dark humor that I love it. Not represent me but represent my sense of humor.
If you could star in a horror film as the main lead, which one would you be?
A new Nightmare movie, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
As a part of Freddy Krueger or not.
Yeah. Cool.
That's one of my favorite saga, but we didn't have a new super cool movie since years. Could be cool.
Would you rather play in a haunted castle or in a haunted forest?
It depends which band. Which one is Forest? Yeah.
Okay, with Trick or Treat.
Steve Castle, yeah.
Yeah, castle. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good for. Why not to play the new album, especially should be.
Totally. Would you like to be able to stop time or rewind time?
No, definitely not rewind. No, stop. Yeah.
Okay.
I never look at the past. Yeah.
Cool. If you were a musical instrument, what would you be?
Oh yeah, interesting question. Never thought about that. Something with chords, because I use vocal chords, and probably violin. So it's super interesting sound. Not easy to play. So yeah.
All right, and the final one, as you're Italian, pineapple on pizza or not?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I'm not allowed to answer it because if I give you the honest answer, I probably could have some problem here in Italy. Yeah? Because no, honestly, during the tour outside Italy, I always asking for Hawaii pizza with pineapple and ham. Yeah. I love it. But I can tell that in Italy, because basically in few pizzerias you are not allowed to ask it. Especially in true Napolitan owner pizza. Of course, they made a super good pizza. The best pizza in Italy is from Naples. But if you're asking for a pineapple in Italy, you really risk to to have a bad answer for the owner of the. So, but when I'm outside Italy, especially after the show, it's pretty common that we eat pizza because they order at the venue, and when the two manager asking which kind of pizza, I always say with pineapple. And
do you?
Yeah.
Nice one.
And I always had some answer. Oh, you are Italian. You eat pizza with pineapple. Or what happened to you? So, but it's good.
It is good. It is good. Okay, going back to the album again. I want to congratulate you on the album. Once it's released, are there plans to do any more video singles or anything like that?
We still have a couple of singles to release. We have the third part because we record three songs as a short movie, horror movie. They start with Ghosted, then move to Dance with the Dancing Clown, and after the release, so we released the 25th of April. So I think the first week of May we released the final part of the video, the ending. And then we had another one in June. So we have a good plan. As I told you before, we start to work on this album in advance, with large advance. So we managed a lot of stuff with Scarlet Records. That it was super supportive with us for this album. They are trusting in us a lot. They are pushing our album a lot, so we are ready to become super famous.
Amazing. Yeah, it's going to be gold. It'll be gold by the end of the year. Again, congratulations, mate. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers and listeners?
Of course. I can't wait to play on stage, and if you have the chance to visit us in a show, don't miss it, and hope to see you.
Where shadows, an apprentice clown is straining, is learning. Give your frights to feel chills down your spine.